I'm Corporal Mike Hansbury of the Royal Military Police, currently attached to Charlie Company, 40 Commando, based here in Sangin, Helmand Province.
Out on the ground?
Yeah, I mean basically it's the same role for RMP throughout Helmand, to be honest. I've only been with 40 Commando for the last couple of weeks, before which I was with 1 Mercian. It's pretty much the same wherever you are. You're an extra person, obviously part of the patrol, but you bring that extra subject matter expert, as in, you know, basically we're a policeman on patrol, so we've got the detention sort of subject matter experts. So if we suspect somebody has been an insurgent, possibly Taliban, then obviously we know the process to go through to get the information, make sure the procedures are carried out correctly. Yeah, basically, we'll bring it in. In an ideal situation like that was with snap VCP, you get the element of surprise. So as a vehicle or person comes around, it's really ideally fighting age possible insurgent, and then we'll bring them around for basically just to get the information off them, basic things, where they're from, where they're going, if they've seen any sort of activity, and just basically get a feel for what they're sort of, what the atmospherics of the area and stuff, basically. And you know, if you pick anything up, then you know we can sort of progress with that. Yeah, I mean basically some are more cooperative than others, depending on where they're sort of coming from and influences they might possibly have. Some will actually volunteer the information because they're worried their children, obviously IEDs in the area, and they know that ISAF can remove them. So some people do actually volunteer the information. Others are a little less so, a bit cagey. But that sort of gives you an insight as to where they've probably come from, and obviously we can delve a bit deeper with those and sort of record that information. It's different here, obviously Sangin. Where I came from, the green zone of the Garesh Valley before, we tended to do sort of longer patrols out into the green zone, whereas here you're a bit more restricted through the IED threat, and also the threat sort of comes to you quite often. But day-to-day routine within the patrol base, you know, we've got a good running river. The Helmand runs sort of through the compound, so we can wash in there, wash the clothes in there, and it's just good for cooling down, obviously in the heat. We've got a cooker, so we take it in turns to cook and clean. Again, cleaning in the river. We just live like Afghans, really. So.